welcome to Craig Goes Cycling. Last week was a little bit of a disaster training wise, just problems with Zwift and connections. So we'll start off Monday. So my training was going to be split Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's how I kind of usually do it. Monday night though, that was mine and Cathy's 30th anniversary, so understandably no training on Monday. So I thought, right, Tuesday night, I've got my session to do. So it was going to be 5 blocks of 6 minutes on at 295 watts. Sally has put my training based on 270 watts now rather than 260. So looking at my numbers, thinking my FTP has gone up. So 5 minutes at, was it 6 minutes? Sorry, 6 minutes at 295 watts. 5 minute recovery at 135. Repeat that 5 times. So Tuesday night, got home from work, all set to do it. Got my bike set up, opened Zwift up, and it's the thing that I fear most when I see Zwift opening up is preparing updates. I was like, every single time that I have an update on Zwift, it just causes connectivity problems with my trainer for some reason. Heart rate monitor, fine. My tax trainer, it was a wheel-on trainer, I can't remember which one it is, one it's called, Vortex, that's it. It never seems to connect properly after an update. So I have to so I let the update happen. I have to turn my trainer off, turn my computer off, back on, try and get everything going. It did connect, and I was like, oh wow, brilliant. Get straight on, so into the ride. Did the 5 minute warm up, just coming into the first sort of little bit of a ramp up, nothing too big, but I think it's about 145 watts, 150 watts. And on screen it's just saying more power, and I'm just watching the watts just drop down and down and down, and then I look to the left of the screen and it's not there. There's everything's got that sort of faded out grey, no connection. So stop the ride, unplug my trainer, shut Zwift down, shut my computer down, reopened everything, wouldn't connect. So then I've tried, this is where I've had to do quite a few times, uninstall Zwift from my Mac, reinstall it, start it all up, no, still wouldn't connect. So I did that twice, then it finally starts connecting, and I look at the time, it's like, I've got to go out now, I've already arranged to take my dad out. So that was it. Tuesday night was a complete disaster. 2 hours it took me from turning Zwift on to finally getting connection. Wednesday night comes around, I get onto that and I do my session, and it absolutely annihilated me. Blocks 1 and 2 were kind of like 7 and 8 out of 10, then a 9 out of 10 for block 4. Block 5, I managed to do 1 minute at 295 watts, and my legs have gone completely. I'm in pain, quite frankly. One of the toughest sessions I've had so far. So in my head I thought, right, so take it off erg mode, just drop down and do 145 watts for the remainder 5 minutes of this, what should be a tough block, and then I've got another 5 minutes recovery, so total of 10 minutes recovery, then into the last block, and let's see how I go on that. So that's what I did. Minute 1 of block 5, yep, did the 295 watts, and then I was back to where I was at the start of block 4 in absolute agony. So I did a minute on, then I did a minute off at a recovery of like 145, 150 watts, then a minute back on at 295. I did then 2 minutes off, so I was doing like 140 watts again for 2 minutes, and then finished off for the last minute of the block back up to 295 watts. I felt like I'd been run over by a truck. I was in absolute agony. I got off the bike, my legs are like jelly. But I'm going out, so I've got to go out, and I've just arranged to buy a new turbo trainer. Finally upgraded to a direct drive turbo trainer, so I've gone for a Tax Flux 2, which I bought from a guy called Mark from Ilkeston Cycle Club. So headed over to Derby, went to meet him, and turns out we've got the same hobbies. He's a photographer as well, same as me, so we spent about an hour, probably an hour in his garage just chatting about bikes and photography, it was good. It was nice to meet someone else who's got the same hobbies, and we just sort of lose yourself talking about things that you've done and things that you're looking forward to doing, and hearing about how other people approach, the hobbies that you do as well. It's interesting to speak to other photographers to see how they approach things, see if they do it differently to I do. So that was good. So then Thursday, it was into my next session, which should have been on the Wednesday, so I'm now going to do it on the Thursday, it was just like the zone 2 ride. 10 minutes warm up, 25 minutes at 145 watts, 25 minutes at 155, and then a cool down. During the warm up, my legs weren't feeling great, and 20 minutes into the first block, I just called it and I said, that's it. I pulled the pin, I can't do it. My legs were just like jelly. I felt awful. I think it's the first time that I've caved on a session. I've missed some sessions because I haven't been feeling great, but I think this is the first time that I haven't managed to complete. I mean, I didn't even get halfway through it, so I felt really bad about not actually doing it, but I just couldn't do it. The night before had taken far too much out of me. Didn't have any proper time for recovery really, and yeah, couldn't do it. So I thought, well, Friday night I'll drop onto the session. Well, I should have Friday night. Let's just do that one. Friday night came, got home from work, did the shopping. I thought, nah, can't be bothered. I'm really just not feeling it at all. So I fueled up with a nice bowl of pasta, carbonara sauce and chicken, ready for Saturday's ride with Elliott. Elliott wasn't sure if he was going to come out, but in the end looked at the weather forecast. He's like, yeah, go on then. So we met at 7:30 in Long Eaton and we headed off for a little ride. Nothing too big. Again, quite a flat route over to Mercy Marina. So we'll have a look, a few little clips from that, a few little chats with Elliott, and he did decide that he wanted to, he wanted to be Wout van Aert. Elliott's a powerful rider. He's 49, but he's been cycling all his life, and he has got some power, and he really does show me up at times. I mean, yeah, I can't live with him at all some days, but you know, didn't do too bad on Saturday. So we'll have a look at that, and then I'll come back and we'll have a little chat about what should have been Friday's session, which I did on Sunday, and then what I'm going to be doing this week as well. All right, so hope you enjoy these clips. Say that again, Elliott.
I reckon we can get up to 20 mile an hour average on this ride.
Yeah, and so he's the one who said last night that his legs are foobar. And children, if you don't know what foobar means, go and ask your dad or your mum, or look it up on Urban Dictionary. It's rude. Not sure about 20 mile an hour average, but we'll give it a go on the way back, I guess. Cafe stop, Mercy Marina. It stopped raining now as well, which is good. It was raining when we first came out, and that wasn't on the weather forecast, so I wasn't really dressed for it, but never mind. A cup of coffee and some beans on toast. Right, Elliott has decided, I haven't, Elliott's decided that we're going to get our average up to 20 mile an hour on the rest of the way home. So at Mercy Marina, back into Willington, and a long boring drag all the way down to Swarkston.
Yeah. And
you reckon we can do it?
Absolutely.
I'm sitting on your wheel. Well, we did get up to 20, but Elliott's pushing on. I can't do it. I'm dead. He's dropped me. Morning. He's dropped me. He's off. For someone who said his legs were dying, Jesus Christ. I'm knackered. Right, signing off for a bit. Oh yeah, my Garmin's died as well. Didn't check the battery before I set out. Brett Belshaw let you down 3 weeks in a row. Christ, I'm embarrassed. Sorry, Brett. Love you, but I'll again. Right, Elliott. What's the what we're saying?
We're saying. You see that?
Yeah. 32.4 kilometres an hour.
Yep.
What was it when we left the cafe?
30.9.
Well, nearly died doing it. I think we've done it. Trouble is, when I was on the front, I'd got nothing to go by because my Garmin's dead. So 3
Brad
weeks.
would be so disappointed.
3 weeks in a row, I've completely let down, disappointed and disgusted Brett Belshaw. I'm so glad he's not out on these rides at the moment with us, but there is video evidence. Look, here we go.
Dead.
One dead Garmin. Okay, did I say GoPro earlier? Might have done, don't know. Anyway, it's dead. A bit like my legs. So, 2 old... I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to swear on my YouTube channel. I mean, I can, but I'm trying not to. So, 2 old farts. Elliott, how old are you?
Coming up to 50, 49 currently.
49, yeah. And I'm 53 tomorrow. I think from the cafe, so from Mercy Marina back to Long Eaton, we've averaged, God, what? It must have been well over 20 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Average of about 20 mile an hour for the whole ride, maybe just over 32.5 kilometers an hour. So what's that? So 18.6 is 30 kilometre in the
Just over 20 in it.
About 20, yeah. So thankfully, I've got Elliott, Wout, Van Aert, Harvey here to thank for that, for dragging me along from some of it. I did some of the work.
You did quite a lot, in fairness.
I did quite a bit. I'm knackered, but that was a good one. PDC Cycle Club Saturday social. There was 2 of us this week, so more social than last week when it was just me. But the last half of the ride wasn't social because we just smashed it. Saturday Smash Fest. So that was good fun. I'm going to take it gentle on the way home. So
same again next week.
Yeah, why not? And so it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Wout Van Aert over here.
Bye.
So the moral of that story is never ever listen to Elliott when he says, my legs are foobar, I'm tired, I'm struggling, I can't do much today. Please go easy on me, let's do a flat route, let's not go far. Oh yeah, let's just try and smash it. We're on an average of about, I don't know, 18.5 mile an hour when we got to the cafe. And then it's like, yeah, let's try and get it to 20. So yeah, I think from Willington down to Swarkston, we averaged 25 or 26 miles an hour. Yeah, it's pretty good. I enjoyed it, but I don't believe a word Elliott ever tells me ever again. So, but yeah, well, enjoyed it. It was great fun, and it was nice to get the average up. Although I did let Brett Belshaw down again, as I have joked about in the last couple of videos. Brett Belshaw is very particular when it comes to being prepared, basically, in all aspects of life. So it's like, if you're going out for a ride on a Saturday, on the Friday you do a full service of your bike, you get all your kit, lay it all out, make sure everything's charged up, which is perfectly sensible. I'm normally pretty good on that. I thought my Garmin had a full battery, but it didn't, it had about 3%. So it started coming up as battery very, very low about 6 miles into the ride. So luckily I've got a Garmin watch, so I turned that on. Unfortunately, I've never set my Garmin watch up to do auto pause, so when we stopped at the cafe it was still running, so which had brought my average speed for the ride down to like 16.9 miles an hour. Unfortunately we did a lot more than that. It was about 20, I think Elliott's was 20.9. So yeah, a little bit disappointed that I copped up there, but it was a good ride. Yeah, looking forward to doing another ride this weekend. Hopefully get out with a few more of the boys from PDC. This week, a few training sessions. This morning, well, I've got the day off work today. So yesterday was my birthday, turned 53. I'm not sure how I feel about this. When I turned 50, I was fine. Now I'm into my 50s. Not too happy about it. Not really into celebrating birthdays now, I don't think. But I've had the day off work today just to sort a few bits out. So I did a recovery ride, just like a 30-minute recovery ride, one of the ones that Sally Carter's done for me. It's in my training peaks. Did that around the Glasgow City Crit Circuit on Zwift. So I did half an hour of that at, I think it was 115 watts. And then I had another couple of laps on there and did a few sprints. Just a couple of sprints. I wanted to get my heart rate up, and I just wanted to have a go at just seeing what the sprints were like. Not too bad. Legs are still a little bit aching, but yeah, it'll be fine. And I think tonight, if I've got time, I'm going to do the Amy's Cycling Adventures ride on Zwift, a club ride on a Monday night club ride on Zwift. And then it's back into the training sessions tomorrow, Wednesday and Friday. It's getting close to the first crit of the season now. I think it's 2 weeks on Saturday. Darley Moor, the house race team crit. Yeah, there'll be one so it's 3 Saturdays in a row. So it's the 9th, 16th and the 23rd up at Darley Moor in Ashbourne. So I'm feeling pretty good. I reckon I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be. You know, I've put some decent hours in through winter, the training sessions that I've been doing. Feeling good, my legs feel pretty good. Yeah, last week wasn't a great session, you know, it wasn't a great week for training. It was like just cock up after cock up basically, and I managed one proper session, not even half of another, and then yeah, okay, a good club ride on Saturday. So it was yeah, we got our hearts pumping and we got our speed going on that. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to the first race. And then straight after that, after I've done my race, I'll be heading over to Villa Bavarian, the new shop which will be opening up in Milford. They're moving from their premises in Duffield. I think they're opening on the 5th of March. Is going to be the opening day, and on is their first day being open. Then Saturday the 9th they're going to have a proper opening day. So after the race at Darley, I'll be bike straight back in the car and drive over there and have a look at the new shop. Can't wait to see that, because I've got a little part in that, which I'll say a little bit more about. It's something that I am actually incredibly proud that what I do, and it's to do with photography. I'm incredibly proud of what I've got there in the shop, and who it's the company that's using it. So I'm yeah, it's the biggest thing, the biggest name I think. Well, biggest brand maybe. I mean, I've photographed Slash at Download and Hammersmith. I've done quite a few shoots for his band over the years, but sport-wise, this is it, the biggest one I've ever done, and I can't wait to see it. And I'll do a little video on that. Yeah, because I know. Sorry, I keep going on about it. I'm incredibly proud of what of mine has been used there. So that's it for this one, I think. I mean, I have, like I said, I've bought a new turbo trainer, which I'm going to I will get around to doing a little bit of a video on my setup and what I've used here and how it has changed over the years. Where I started out with my first, I think it was a B twin from Decathlon, a really cheap one, dumb trainer, up to my first smart trainer, and now up to which was a wheel on, and now up to my first direct drive trainer. I'll do a little bit of a rundown on the kit that I use and the bikes that I use on that. But for this week's video, that's been it. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed the videos of the ride out with Elliott, seeing me in pain towards the end of it. It's always good to see someone else suffering, isn't it? Because it makes you feel that it's not just you who suffers on a ride. You can always get, everyone can get dropped by somebody, and Elliott, he quite often drops me because he's a lot lighter and he's been riding a lot longer than me. But anyway, that's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked it, just hit like, subscribe. I'm gonna have a look at a few more things that I can do to make these videos a little bit different. I know over the first few weeks they've all been pretty similar, so I'm going to start looking into and thinking what I can do more, so try and make it a little bit more interesting. Anyway, thank you very much for that, and I'll see you again next week.